Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great because it's a weekend.
Okay, that's great. I'm also happy because of the free time. So I'll explain to you what we're gonna do today. So basically, this is the final evaluation, if you didn't know, in which we will talk about the whole process and how you've been through these 8 weeks, the results you achieved, and how did you feel, and what will you do in the future.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so we'll start by discussing the main goals and see how far you've gotten compared to the first week, sorry. So
I
we'll
can't
come,
wait to
yeah.
I can't wait to hear the results.
Okay, one of your goals was to lose 8 kilograms in 8 weeks. As of now, your current weight is 78.6 kilograms, which means you reached your goal. Another goal was that you wanted to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, at least 5 times a week. So, if we are looking at the Pittsburgh Sleeping Questionnaire, that when you started, you scored 9, which means you had a poor sleep back then. And today, you did it again, as I told you, and you scored a 3, which means your sleep is has improved and it's in the good ranges. Uh, this this change that went you went through for your sleep, it's a significant improvement, and not only the amount of sleep, but also the quality that you get, because you've shown me the results and the screenshots, and it said that also the deep sleep has increased. So now you're averaging about 8 hours per week, which is a very good statistic.
Yeah, my sleep has definitely improved
Mhm,
because I used to feel a drop in energy around noon, but now
mhm,
I
mhm,
don't feel it anymore. I can't recall the last time I felt tired at noon.
mhm. So I'm very happy to hear that. The third main goal was to exercise 5 times a week at an intermediate level using your only your body weight. And for cardio, to walk 5 kilometers every day. I personally thought that this would be the hardest part for you, the exercising and the training plan, but you've proved me otherwise. Not only through the screenshots and the app notifications that you send me, but also through the 6 minute walk test. The first time you did it, you walked 600, 360 meters, which was very good at that time. But yesterday, when you did it again, you covered 690 meters, and that shows a significant improvement in your cardio. Uh, with all that in mind, you certainly exceeded my expectations. Your progress was proportional to the hard work you put into it. Even a small progress is still an improvement nonetheless. Mind you, it was only 8 weeks, so the possibilities, in my opinion, are endless. Who knows how much weight would you lose in 1 year or maybe 2 years?
I 100% agree with you. Small progress, it's still an improvement, and it'll definitely continue with
Mhm.
my journey of adopting new habits and hopefully never lapse.
For sure, for sure. From what I saw this couple of weeks, uh, you'll not have any problems relapsing, in my opinion, because you are very motivated. Because you are very motivated, and also a very competitive individual. Every time we talked about the future, you were always positive, and you always had you've come up with things you can improve, and but anything can happen to anyone. So I'm not going to exclude the possibility of you relapsing, because that wouldn't be right to do.
Definitely, even though now I feel relapsing is out of the pictures,
Mhm.
it could happen.
Of course, anyone can experience a relapse, even though they go through this phase. The first weeks are going very well, and then all of a sudden they spiral down and relapse. We'll talk about the relapse plan a bit later, but now I have some questions for you. Can you tell me a bit about this whole process? How did you feel about it? How was it for you going through these 8 weeks?
Well, first I want to say that I'm grateful for this opportunity.
Mhm,
If you didn't contact me for this project, I might have never changed the way I look, the way I eat, or my exercise.
mhm.
You know that what I mean.
Yeah, I completely understand. You basically said that it was I think it was a destiny that I contacted you, and yeah, I can understand it.
Okay. From start to finish, I enjoyed every second of
Mhm,
it, even though sometimes I felt like I would not be able to finish it. Now, all the habits, eating healthy, exercising every day, going to sleep early, feel normal to me because
mhm,
I got accustomed to them. At first, I felt like I was sacrificing myself, but looking back to it,
mhm,
it was completely wrong.
mhm. I understand what you mean. So you said that it was an enjoyable process, of course, with its up and downs. But at first, you felt like sacrificing a lot, but now it has become more pleasurable in maintaining these habits, basically, right?
That's right. That's right.
Mhm. So I don't want to put much emphasis on the results, because in truth, this process is way more than just the results. Yeah, I think it's about your overall well-being and how you feel, and changing your unhealthy lifestyle. And from that, what I see, looking at your first spider web and the one you filled out yesterday, there's a difference. Uh, Not only on the dimensions that we worked on mainly the bodily functions. I sleep well, I feel fit. These were one of the questions that I asked you in the first intake, if you remember. But also on the other 5 dimensions, the rest of the spider web, which means that improving just a couple of aspects can and will upgrade or improve your overall well-being. How do you feel about this? Do you agree with me, or you have another opinion?
Yeah, as I started to see results, I
Mhm.
lost weight, sleep more hours, and ate more healthy. My confidence grew, and uh, and when that happened, life started to feel more enjoyable. Even my mood changed because of the self-esteem boost that I got.
Yeah, so I told you that every aspect is correlated to each other. So if you improve your sleep, the exercise and the diet will also improve. So this is what you said now. Um, Now we'll move on with another question. How was your relationship with the apps throughout this whole process? Do you plan on using them in the future, or were there any problems when using them?
I must admit that I was not stranger when it came to using exercise apps. I have
Okay.
used other apps similar to something else to track my progress, but my fitness pal, on the other hand, was a nightmare until I learned how to use it. And
Mhm,
for the sleeping app, I think it was one of the best ways to improve my sleep
mhm,
because I always thought I had a good sleep until I saw the statistics on sleep cycle. and from that day on, I always made sure to check it.
Okay. This is one of the things that made me implement apps into your actual program, because I know how much information they can provide and how much insight they can show you, and you'll use that insight to improve even more.
And without the notification from the
Mhm.
apps, I would never have stick to the plan. And I am talking about the future too. Definitely, we'll use them afterwards. They are essential to maintaining habits.
Yeah, of course. I definitely agree with you. Apps are very important when it comes to maintaining these habits and when making a plan. Uh, why do you think you got those results? I mean, what character traits would you say helped achieve those goals?
Mm, in my opinion, my ambition was a key factor in reaching the goals,
Mhm.
and not only that, but it kept me responsible along the weeks. Another trait that helped was my competitive nature. I could not give up something midway, if you get me.
Yeah, I totally understand. Ambition and competitiveness kept you on the right path, from what you said. With that ambition and determination, I can see you achieving way more than just what you did right now. Um, Now we'll move to another question I have for you. That's it's about our relationship. Would you say that our relationship has improved when you look back to the first weeks or so? Would you say that our bond is stronger now, or how do you feel?
For sure. I mean,
Mhm.
we always had a good relationship, but I realized that without you, I wouldn't have come closer to achieving these goals.
Mhm.
Not to mention all the checkups and text that we exchange off camera. So yeah, I would say our relationship has surely improved.
Yeah, I think so too. I tried my best to help you with all the checkups and the discussions we had um, on WhatsApp. I think our bond is really strong now that we approached the end, basically. Do you have any spec- Do you have any reasons to keep or to maintain these new habits? Why would you maintain those habits, those healthy habits?
I feel better than ever. Why
Mm.
would I want to change anything? So because of that, I don't have any reason whatsoever to not maintain these habits. Moreover, this is a lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah, definitely agree. It's not about only these weeks that we cooperated, but it's beyond that. So you said you have no reasons. Yeah, that's fair enough uh, to say. If you remember, this is another question. In our first videos, we discussed about a bit about the changes, the stages of change with that wheel, if you remember. Uh,
Yeah, I remember.
where would you place yourself in that picture now, as we're speaking?
Well, from what I see, I'm in the maintenance phase because my old habits are already replaced with new ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sorry. I can confirm. I think you're on the maintenance phase. Yeah, sorry. But how do you feel about the next phase? Because some people fear this next phase, the relapse. How do you feel about it?
The relapse phase, in my opinion, is not a danger right now. If it
Mm-hmm.
were to happen, it would be a couple of months from now. But I can be wrong nonetheless. It is a serious topic.
Yeah, it's actually a serious topic because uh, not only, but not all patients experience this relapse, but some of them do. So we have to be prepared when that happens. So I like that you see both sides, even though you feel like it won't occur, you are still taking into the consideration the possibility of relapsing. So how would you go about preventing the relapse? What are your thoughts?
One way is to not thinking about it. For example, people who tend to
Mhm.
count days or weeks are more likely to relapse than the ones that forgot about it. Uh, Another way, for me at least, are the apps that remind me every time I need to wake up and work.
Yeah, the app reminders are very, very important in my opinion for not relapsing. I agree with what you said about not counting the days and forgetting about it, but it can happen, and that's why I advise you to look at the relapse plan I sent you. It's on WhatsApp, I think. Um, so when you spiral out of control, you just take a look at the plan and do what I said there. So now we reached the negotiation part, in which I suggest you some things that, in my opinion, hold you back. Uh,
Okay, I am actually curious.
um, so I don't know if you will agree with me, and yeah, but that's why it's the negotiation. So advise you to cut out the processed sweets, because that's a really big problem for you, and also the snacks completely. I know you're a big fan of those, but they only have negative side effects on your health in your body. So I would start by eating less than usual. What would be your daily amount? How much would you say you eat in a day?
I already cut out some of them because of the diet plan.
Yeah, yeah.
I eat a bag of chips almost daily.
Okay, a bag of chips daily. Uh, then I'd say try eating a bag every 2 or 3 days, and do that until you get to one bag of chips a week. And the key is to gradually cut those until you don't feel the need to eat them anymore. Do you think you can do that?
I'll make sure to do that gradually.
Yeah, gradually is the key word, because if you just stopped right now, let's say, you'd maybe can get through not eating 1 week or two, but eventually you'll come to it again, the same amount. So that's why I recommended the gradual, the step-by-step method, let's say. Very good. That's what I wanted to hear from you. Now that we approach the end, are you sure this will be a lasting plan? You already told me, but I want to hear it again.
Yeah, I'm sure I intended to make it a lifestyle.
Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted to hear, because you may be holding back, maybe. So I wanted to uh, a clear answer from you. So I'll make a summary of the things we discussed today. So we started by talking about the goals and results, which were very impressive, I think.
Thank you.
Then, then we moved on to how you felt throughout this whole journey, and the progression throughout the weeks. We talked about also the questionnaires and the test results, comparing them, putting the results side by side. We discussed about the apps uh, we discussed about the apps and your relationship. No, we discussed about the apps and how was your impression on them. Then we moved on with the patient therapeutic relationship and its progression throughout the weeks. We talked about the relapse and how to prevent it, and then the negotiation part, in which I suggested you not eating sweets and snacks at all. We reached the end. I'm 100% sure you'll continue to improve and set the bar higher. It was a pleasure working with you, and I wish you all the luck coming your way and improve
I
even
can
more.
I can say the same about you. The best professional I have ever worked with. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.